Okay, sis, let's talk about it. If you're bloated, constipated, acne, see these little acne scars right here? This was a very big thing for me, fungal acne. Back always itching. I get out into the sun and I was the person that's like, I'm allergic to the sun, which I'm not. But it was a fungal overgrowth. If you can relate to any of that stuff, digesting food improperly, feeling like you're bloated all the time, eating food, eating healthy, this was another sign for me. Doing all the clean eating, but feeling like I was gaining weight. Baby, let me put you on. Oregano oil, we know is awesome, right? But I think the black seed oil is what came in and really changed my gut microbiome. Things I've noticed: less bloating, less constipation, better skin. As you can see, your girl don't have any new outbreaks, so I'm very, very grateful. I also want to mention I may have been opening up a couple of these and actually applying it, and once again, check with your doctor, but I have been applying some of these externally when I feel like I have like a fungal outbreak, especially in the sun. Like the sun, it's almost like when you have yeast overgrowth, Sibo, you know all the things, we become very itchy and just very sensitive to the sun. Basically, like I'm using this as a topical, so I'm using it as a DIY on my external, but let's talk about internal. It has been a huge, huge game changer for me. But the biggest thing I will say is I had to be very consistent with this. Bringing in 2 gels a day, which is what's recommended, I think is great for some people if you already have really great gut health. If you're like my girl over here, not great gut health, a lot of gut issues, I've had chronic constipation. Even with an ileostomy, I wear a bag. My bag would get sluggish. I'd start to feel some kind of way, a pressure in my stomach. Another thing I was having is more pain in my stomach when it's empty, and that's the worst. Like, you're like, okay, I haven't ate anything wrong. I'm doing all that I need to do. I'm drinking plenty of water, and when my stomach was empty, it was hurting. Now, I found out I had H. pylori, which was once again a gut imbalance, microbiome messed up. This has made the biggest difference. And like I said, I'm doing a little DIY on my skin as far as helping with hyperpigmentation, and it really is helping. So here's the thing. Being able to bring this in is amazing. Do not get me wrong. Love, love, love this, but let me put you on. This is going to kill off bacteria and things that do not belong. So this is what I will say. If you take this around 8 a.m., you feeling good around 9, but at 10 o'clock, all of a sudden you're like, I feel like I've been hit by a bus, or maybe before then. Like, let's say you're feeling great. You take this and you feel worse. I'm going to stop you right now with the whole natural doesn't work. I think I'm allergic. Now, yes, you obviously could be allergic, but if you start to feel worse, it's because of the die-off. That doesn't mean the product is bad. That means it's actually working, and let me put you on to what we need to do. If you feel some kind of way after this, wait 90 minutes to 2 hours. I like to say 2 hours after, and I am a practitioner, so I'm not just making this up. Feel free to do your research. 90 minutes to 2 hours after, bring in a binder. That's going to be charcoal, bentonite clay. You want something to essentially mop up the toxins, right? You killed off the bacteria, you killed off the yeast, eczema, toenail fungus, all that stuff is fungus, yeast overgrowth. Like even the little rashes I would get around my elbow, or like it would be like itchy around my elbow, right? That's bacteria and lymph and everything getting caught around my joints. This was moving it away, but if you start feeling bad, that means it's dying off. Increase your water. And I know you want to be cute and grab your little 16 ounce of water. That's not going to cut it. You're going to need to be doing like 32 ounces. Like you need to be drinking an unsexy amount of water, like flushing all of this out, bring in a binder. This is going to make a difference. Now, I will also put this little caveat. Oregano oil is amazing, but it's not something you're going to take every day for the rest of your life. It is going to start balance your microbiome. Definitely check with your doctor to see what else is going on, but this is really going to help to get to some of the root causes of all these mystery illnesses, rashes. It's even help with dental inflammation. I was having some inflammation around my implants. It is very, very powerful, but if you take it and you feel like it doesn't work or it's making you worse, let me put you on. Baby, it's actually working. You just need to bring in a binder 2 hours after.